Boom shakalaka, danger, huge warning for Bitcoin. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Danger for Bitcoin, huge warning. Before we get into it guys, like the video, join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos for 7 years. Now, today, fear and greed jumping up from the low 30s yesterday to 37 today. Still fear. The overall market down 1%, Bitcoin at 56,494, Ethereum at 23.28, and BNB at 5.12. Now, Bitcoin, danger, warning signal, watch out. The last time this 21 EMA crossed below the 9-month moving average, the blue crossed below the yellow, this bar pattern right here is what Bitcoin did. And so far, it has been following it perfectly, like insanely, uncannily, perfectly. Well, guess what? After getting rejected from the 21 EMA, guess what Bitcoin does next? Dumps from 58 all the way down to $45,000. We could have that coming next. Definitely keep an eye out over the next few days because things could turn south very, very quickly. But now is the season. 'Tis the season. Q4, US presidential election, time based on halving, everything suggesting that, hey, now is the time for Bitcoin price to actually go up. September 24th is the date based on this chart, taking a look at the 2016 and 2020 bull markets, averaging them and scaling them to this year with standard deviation. September 24th is the date when Bitcoin should launch. So we have 2 weeks until that happens. But we are seeing some things that, well, maybe are worth considering. First thing right here, Bitcoin cumulative ETF fund flows have dropped below a trend that started back in March. You can see this solid black line right here and the green trend line that has been following since March. All of a sudden dropping below 8 consecutive days of outflows totaling $1.2 billion. Does this mean that the ETF hype is over and it's Bitcoin going down? I don't know, but here's another one. Last week was the biggest weekly outflow for crypto investment products on record. Again, could this be a sign that things are over and things are about to turn south for Bitcoin? Or could it be that crypto investment products are just always behind the trend? They're buying at the top and they're selling at the bottom. If they're selling now, could that be a bottom indicator? Taking a look, Bitcoin MVRV extreme deviation pricing bands needs to find support here at 54.2. Right now, price is above there, but needs to find support there because if we don't, the next band is at $41,000, which based on this chart right here would be roughly the next step down of both the bar pattern right here and also of the volume profile, roughly $41,000 should we break out of that long-term trend. So definitely some warnings to keep an eye out for Bitcoin. But despite all these warnings, despite the fear of the market, if we take a look at Bitcoin cycles comparison from the bottom, guess what? We're the red one right here. Almost point for point exactly where we've been at previous cycles. That being said, well, just be patient because things take off after this. Nothing much to worry about, just kind of par for the course. We did recently find support on the 50-week EMA for Bitcoin. This could support Bitcoin on the weekly time frame like we saw back here in October of 2023 before Bitcoin went on an absolute tear. Might be having that happening once again. Let's certainly hope. And like I mentioned earlier, 'tis the season. September generally is, in bull markets, generally the last opportunity to buy Bitcoin at a discount before takeoff. If we take a look at 2023 and also 2020, both of these times, September was pretty much the last moment because October, things started a-rockin'. And when Bitcoin goes a-rockin', you don't want to come knocking? Is that what it is? I don't know. Now, we do have this chart, the RVGI, signaling on the 3-month chart, the quarterly chart, has been historically reliable for spotting trend changes in Bitcoin. Now, it did recently change from red to blue, indicating that a bull market is on, And yet, we're not really seeing the bull market pump like we've seen previously. So it could just be a little bit delayed, coming a little bit later than everyone would like. And despite the volatility, if we take a look here, Bitcoin scale invariance grows 6 times every 40% growth in its age. So you can see these get larger by 40%. This goes up by 6x. Well, the most recent one was $59,000. But based on this, just a little bit of patience, by 2030, which is not too long from right now, 6 more years, Bitcoin is going to go up by about 6x. What other investment could possibly do that? $360,000 Bitcoin in a mere 6 years, and then, I don't know, 15 years after that, it'll be $1.8 million. Holy freaking cow. And once Bitcoin is done moving, we have some altcoins to keep an eye out for. Right now, Dogecoin, an oscillator. Every cycle goes up an order of magnitude. Willy Woo published this back in 2019, and it happens over and over and over again. Well, right now, Dogecoin forming a falling wedge right here. Should it break out from this falling wedge, roughly about 10 cents, price would likely spark up to 15 cents or more. And should that happen and price continue, this would be the 3rd time in a row, again, Dogecoin is an oscillator, where we have an inverse head and shoulders and then a massive rally. Happened there twice already. The 3rd time is lining up, and what Dogecoin does, so do all meme coins and probably a lot of altcoins too. So definitely keep an eye out for movement with Doge, because this could signal a recovery for the rest of the market. But that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, join us on Twitter, @TheCryptoLove, subscribe to the channel, and also YouTube says watch that video right there. Catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.